The teacher who lit the path. Once upon a time in a small, struggling village, there lived a teacher named Mrs. Sharma. She had a heart full of compassion and a burning desire to make a difference in the lives of her students. In this village, education was a luxury. Many children struggled to access books and resources, and their dreams were often limited by the circumstances they were born into. But Mrs. Sharma believed that knowledge could break down these barriers, and she was determined to prove it. One of her students, a young boy named Raj, stood out not for his academic prowess, but for his burning curiosity and boundless enthusiasm. Raj's family was poor, and he often couldn't afford the textbooks his classmates had. However, he never missed a day of school. Mrs. Sharma recognized Raj's potential and decided to nurture it. She began to bring extra books from her own collection to lend to him. Raj would devour those books, staying up late into the night under the dim light of a kerosene lamp, reading about science, history, and the world beyond his village. As Raj's knowledge grew, so did his confidence. He started participating actively in class, asking questions that no one else dared to. Mrs. Sharma encouraged him, always reminding him that his questions were the keys to unlocking knowledge. Years passed, and Raj's passion for learning only intensified. With Mrs. Sharma's guidance, he secured a scholarship to a prestigious university, a feat no one in his village had ever achieved. His journey through higher education was challenging, but the grit and determination instilled in him by his beloved teacher kept him going. Upon returning to his village as a successful engineer, Raj did not forget his roots. He knew that Mrs. Sharma's unwavering belief in him had changed the course of his life. He decided to give back to the community that had raised him, starting with the school that had nurtured his dreams. Raj collaborated with Mrs. Sharma, who was now the principal, to improve the school's infrastructure and provide resources to all the students. He even organized free evening classes for children who couldn't attend school during the day due to their responsibilities. The transformation was remarkable. Many children, inspired by Raj's story, began to believe in the power of education. The village saw a surge in literacy rates, and, more importantly, in the hope of a brighter future. Mrs. Sharma and Raj's story became a symbol of the profound impact a dedicated teacher can have on a student's life. Their joint effort had not only changed Raj's destiny, but had illuminated the path for an entire community, showing them that education was the key to breaking free from the chains of poverty and ignorance. And so, in the heart of that small village, the legacy of a teacher's impact continued to shine, lighting the way for generations to come.